You bring in some cheap veterans that only need a year to prove
What I
themselves to
was
get another
telling Quincy,
contract.
bro. That's what I was telling
You
Quincy.
cut bait, bro. You let go of the rope. It's a lost year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bro, you done for the next 2 years.
I'm just saying one. I'm just gonna say one, not two.
Because
It's gonna suck because everybody gonna be healthy in 2 years.
Rick
But
Carlisle won't be there in 2 years.
yes, he will.
yeah, you will.
I don't know, bro.
If you
Why
go to the
wouldn't he?
fight,
Yes, he would.
uh,
Why would he
Why
not?
wouldn't he?
well, I
Look
will
at the
say though.
Knicks. Look at what they're having
He
to
ain't
do.
I
gonna
will
care,
say
bro.
though. I
If
will
Mike
say
Malone
though.
can leave after winning a
If
chip,
Mike
gonna be
Malone was gone, who else let or got clipped?
Budenhauser, or no, not Budenhauser.
Coach Bud got clipped.
Toronto.
Uh,
Toronto.
yep. Nick Nurse got clipped.
He will not be there in 2 years. Mark my words.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
Think about it. Think
Yes, he
about it,
will.
bro. You got to pay him again. He's
Think
gotta get
about
paid
the
again.
ties.
He's not.
Yeah, but think about the ties he has to Indiana. Like, he coached there. He went to the Mavs. He came back. Like, it's his place. He's tight with the ownership. Like, he's gonna be there.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
This shit gone.
They're not going to the playoffs next year if they are to 8 seed. Like they're going to be a low seed. They're not going to. Let me rephrase. They're not going to be a contender next year. I don't think that they'll
Unless
be.
They
someone
could be,
steps up.
actually. They could be a contender.
Ain't no
next
fucking
year.
way.
They could
Ain't
be.
no fucking way.
They
You
have-
still got Detroit
Contender.
coming up. You got Detroit.
Contender
the
for a
Knicks.
championship.
No. Okay, not a contender, but a
That's
playoff
fine.
team. Yes.
They can.
Play-in.
That isn't enough. A playoff team isn't
That's fair.
enough to secure your job. I'm not saying they're looking to fire him, but
He just
I will
won't
say
be
it's
there,
not.
bro.
It's not completely assured that he's gonna have his job just because of how coaches have been getting fired.
I think a playoff team is enough to secure your job if that's what your team looks like. Like, no one thinks Indiana is a championship caliber team. They just happen to over exceed.
No.
What they
Whatever.
thought
But
they
then,
could
but,
do
those
for it.
pieces-
but
those
then that
pieces
becomes the
mesh,
standard,
bro.
though. Then that
Yes.
becomes the standard, though.
You gotta
That becomes
maintain
the
that.
standard then.
No, I don't think it becomes a standard. If you have a Cinderella
You have a
run,
young
that's not your
team,
standard.
bro.
That becomes
That's
the
it.
standard.
It
That's
wasn't
what.
a Cinderella
Look
run.
at the
It
Heat.
didn't
Look
go
at the
7
Heat.
games in
But
any
you have a
series. They
young
didn't
team,
win.
and you're losing
Now
your
the
best
Heat
player.
didn't fire Spoelstra after their Cinderella run because Pat Riley doesn't fire anybody. But
No,
they got that whole team
Exactly.
is other than Bam. They shuffled 100 pieces all the time. They didn't
Moved
fire. They didn't fire
they,
Spoelstra.
not by choice. They people wanted Jamie wanted to leave. So
It's
he
going to
left.
look like that here in a year or two.
The
I'm
Heat.
telling you, yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Bro.
It's not
You're
because
not
here's the
gonna pay
thing:
everybody.
those people look for stability, which is what the Heat does. The Heat is all about stability.
Pacers
right?
are too, low-key.
It's gotten them far. Exactly. So why would they?
Let me tell you what's going to happen.
Go ahead.
They're not
Go
the
ahead.
Next season with my man out, there's gonna be everybody's gonna be playing for a contract. And if you overachieve, that means you're gonna be wanting a deal, so you're not gonna want to stay. You're gonna lose half your players at that point that or quote unquote meshing because they're gonna go try to find a bigger deal because somebody that normally wouldn't have 20 points a year, like a Benedict Mathurin, he might average 20 points a year next year. Somebody gonna try to
can
poach
leave.
a Benedict Mathurin. A lot
He
of
could
people
leave.
that
I'd
are
be
going to
fine
be pieced
with
are going to
doing
get
that.
poached. Now your team doesn't look that well. Tyrese Halliburton comes back. Start of the year, nobody watch and see if that team doesn't mesh. Halfway through, they're going to be looking at Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle's going to be frustrated. He might not want to beat it. He's done all he can do
disagree.
at this point.
I
He's
disagree.
don't know.
older. He's older too, bro. He don't want to deal with that bullshit.
He's one of the oldest coaches in the league.
Mhm.
So it's
I'm
no
telling you right
timetable
now.
that he's gonna want to stay in that situation if it gets. That's how these situations get fucked. Because that year that your star player is out, somebody's gonna produce, somebody's not. Look at Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain with Ja was producing, somebody poached him. That's what's gonna happen. Your team gonna look a lot different. They fired their coach too. I
But
never thought Taylor
that's
Jenkins
what I
would
was
get
telling
fired.
Marcus earlier. It's like the team chemistry. Like, yeah, some of these players are gonna go, but the core of the team
It's
is
not
going to
about
stay.
that, bro. It's
That's
about
not how that
no more.
works. That's not. I mean,
why
it's-
not?
because
this is
somebody's
college,
gonna
bro.
somebody's gonna overachieve and they're gonna want to get paid, and somebody's gonna be willing to pay them. And it's gonna be over.
I can be a great teammate, but if I'm trying to get another contract, bro, I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going over there.
I think it's gonna happen to the Celtics
Okay,
next year. I
but
think Derek
I
White's
think
gonna
that
get
the
paid and
Pacers-
leave.
I think
I think so, too.
the Pacers are trying to get out of being a small market team and become a big.
That's never gonna
Be
happen.
able to get out of that shit.
never
bro.
gonna happen.
You can't
never
do
gonna
that.
It's just
Can't
like
do
the
that.
Bengals. It's never gonna happen.